why? I am coming to you from the farm. Not too many years back, I purchased my grandparents' farm, and that's where we're at. Maybe at about age 5, my parents would drop me off for the summer of every school year at my grandparents', and I would help them all summer long on the farm, and then my parents would pick me back up when it was time to go back to school. Now, my grandparents did pay me for that work, which was nice of them. They paid me room and board. Which at the time was kind of a bummer. I was wanting some cash monies, but room and board was fine. When I look back on it, I love that time with them, so wouldn't trade it for anything. Now, my grandparents had Guernsey dairy cattle, and they sold cream. They actually filled up the big cream cans, took that into the train station in town about 3 miles from here, and shipped that cream out. Now, when I started the dairy farm, I didn't want Guernsey cows because they didn't milk enough milk. It was all that cream, but not enough milk, and I was all about the dollars. And so I found Holstein cows, and Holstein cows made a whole bunch of milk, and so I could make more money. But then the price of milk dropped, and dairy farming was not very profitable, and so I eventually was in the dairy business for only 3 or 4 years, and then sold out of the dairy. And then I was watching my dad, who owned the banks, and I was working like crazy to lose money, and he was hardly working at all and making a lot of money. So I decided, maybe I'm going to come back someday to the farm, but for now, I'm going to get in banking. I did that, and I traveled that journey, eventually started a bank, and sold out of that bank, and then got into the financial services industry. And that's when I decided, this actually isn't too bad. I love what I'm doing. I'm really helping clients, probably more in this field than I would be in banking. So I stuck with that, and I've been in that for 15 years and learning a ton of things that are going to be very helpful and are very helpful to our clients in how to do this financial services business correctly, and where it can really be a blessing to you. And as that has grown, we now have 10 advisors in 5 different cities on the East Coast and in the Midwest. And with those 10 advisors, I'm into the place now where I'm doing a lot of training of advisors and our client services teams and things like that. And so I'm bringing things back to the farm, and I'm building things out here so that I can do a lot of training for our advisors out here and other team members, and have some client events and things like that out here too. And I learned some things from my grandparents, and that was I should have stuck with the Guernsey dairy cows. They make a lot of cream and they make more money, but it just didn't seem like that. And I've learned how you can have a few really special breed of cattle and have grass-fed, organic, regenerative, a ton of different things that we're going to be doing here on the farm with our farm team. As they're focused on that, I'm still focused on you and our future clients to be. Well, that's it for today, but I'll look forward to seeing you on many future episodes of Coffee with Carl. Thank you very much.